everyone, how you doing? My name is Robert, and today I'll be teaching you Fly from the Inside by Shinedown. To start off, what you need is your guitar to be tuned in drop D, and if you don't know how to do that, what you want is the 6th and the 4th string to sound the same when they're open. Or you can put your finger on the 7th fret of the 6th string and make it sound the same as the open on the 5th string. Alright, let's get started. Alright, so we're going to start off here with the rhythm for the intro. We're going to break this up into 3 parts. For the first part, it's just going to be down, down, up, then up. Alright. Alright, now on to the second part, and that's actually just going to be the same thing. Down, down, up, then up. Alright, so far. Alright, and then finally, for the third part, what we're going to do is just going to be down, up, down, up. Alright, so it sounds like this. Alright, so all together. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and go into the actual chords for the chorus. We're going to start off with the 9/11 power chord. What that is just going to be your index finger on the 9th fret of the 5th string. Alright, your ring finger is going to be on the 11th fret of the 3rd string. And the 4th string in between is just going to be muted. Alright, so it sounds like this. So you're going to go ahead and do that first part of the pattern on it. Alright. Alright, now we're going to keep that hand position and move it up a half step. So it's going to be a 10-12 power chord. And now we're going to do the second part of that pattern. Alright, now we're going to go up a whole step, keeping that hand position, to the 12-14 power chord. And we're just going to finish off that pattern. Alright. Alright, so now what we're doing is come down and barring the 8th fret on the bottom 3 strings. And we're going to add our ring finger there on the 10th fret of the 3rd string. So it's going to sound like this. Alright, now we're going to go back to that first part of the pattern, and we're going to go ahead and do that. Alright, then we're going to lift our ring finger up and put our middle finger down on the 9th fret of the 3rd string. And we're going to keep our index finger staying where it is, barring the 8th fret, so it sounds like this. Alright, and we're going to go ahead and do the second part of that pattern. Alright, now what we're doing is lifting our middle finger up and putting our ring finger down on the 10th fret of the 4th string. And our index finger is again staying in the same spot, barring the 8th fret, so it sounds like this. Alright, we're just going to finish that pattern off. So when we put it together, it sounds like this. Alright, so all together for the intro we have this. Alright, we're just going to do that 4 times for the intro. Alright, now we're going to go into the pre-verse, and what this is we're going to break this up into 2 parts. For the first part, we're just going to do the open on the bottom 3 strings twice. Alright. Then we're going to come up here and bar the 8th fret on the bottom 3 strings, and go ahead and play that once. Alright, then come down and bar the 7th fret and play that once. Alright, so now we're going to come down and bar the 3rd fret and go ahead and play that once. Alright, then lift off, so it's just going to be open on the bottom 3 strings and play that once. Alright. So now what we're doing is going back to that 3rd fret and barring it, so it sounds like this. And then using our ring finger, we're just going to hammer onto that 5th fret, so it sounds like this. Alright, so now we're going to the second part of that pre-verse, and it's going to start off the same way. We're going to do open on the bottom 3 strings twice, then bar the 8th fret, bar the 7th fret, so come down to that 3rd fret, bar it, lift off so it's open, then come back and bar the 3rd fret and just play it twice. Alright, so what we got is alright, so all together. Alright, and we're just going to do that 4 times all together for the pre-verse. Alright, so now we're going to go into the verse, and I'm going to go ahead and show you the pattern that we need for this. It's going to be down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, up. Alright. Now I'm going to show you the actual chords that you need for this. What you're going to do is bar the 2nd fret on the bottom 3 strings, and add your ring finger there on the 4th fret of the 3rd string, so it sounds like this. Alright, and we're going to go ahead and do that pattern on it. Alright, so keeping that hand position, we're going to move it up a half step. So you're going to be barring the 3rd fret, and your ring finger is going to be on the 5th fret. And it sounds like this. Alright, so go ahead and do that pattern on it. Alright, so far. Alright, we're going to actually do that 3 times, so it sounds like this. Alright, now what we're going to do is keep that hand position, but move it up a whole step, so we're going to be barring the 5th fret with our index finger. And the ring finger is going to be on the 7th fret of the 3rd string, so it sounds like this. Alright, and go ahead and do that pattern on it. Alright, and then we're going to move it up, so we're going to be barring the 8th fret with our index finger, and our ring finger is going to be on the 10th fret, so it sounds like this. And go ahead and do that pattern once. Alright, so. So. Alright, so now we're going to go into the pre-chorus. This is very easy. We're just going to bar the 5th fret on the bottom 3 strings and just play it 8 times. Alright, then we're going to come up and bar the 8th fret on the bottom 3 strings and just do that 8 times. Alright, then go back down to that 5th fret, play it 8 more times. Go back up to that 8th fret and do that 8 times. So it sounds like this. Alright, so what we're going to do now is go into the chorus. What we're going to do is use that same pattern that we used for the intro, where we break it up into 3 parts. The first part is down, down, up, then up. Alright, second part is the same thing, down, down, up, up. Third part is down, up, down, up. Alright, so for the actual chords of the chorus, what we need is open on the bottom 2 strings. Alright, and your index finger is going to go on the 4th fret of the 4th string. So it sounds like this. Alright, we're going to go ahead and do that first part of the pattern on it. Alright, then we're going to add a ring finger there on the 5th fret of the 4th string. And it's still going to be open on the bottom 2 strings, so it sounds like this. Alright, go ahead and do that second part of the pattern on it. Alright. Alright, now what we're going to do is go up to the 7th fret of the 4th string and go ahead and keep the open on the bottom 2 strings, so it sounds like this. Alright, go ahead and finish that pattern off with the down, up, down, up. Alright, so for the next part of the chorus, what we're going to do is remember back to that second part of the intro where it sounded like this. And we're actually just going to be doing the same thing. So I'm just going to go ahead and repeat what that was. We're just going to bar the 8th fret on the bottom 3 strings. Your ring finger is going to be on the 10th fret of the 3rd string, so it sounds like this. Alright, go ahead and do that first part of the pattern. Alright, then lift your ring finger off, put the middle finger down on the 9th fret of the 3rd string, and it sounds like this. Alright, go ahead and do the same thing, the second part of the pattern. Lift your middle finger up, put your ring finger down on the 10th fret of the 4th string, and it sounds like this. Alright, and just go ahead and finish that off with a down, up, down, up. Alright. Alright, so next what we're doing is coming down and barring the 3rd fret on the bottom 3 strings and putting your ring finger there on the 5th fret of the 3rd string, so it sounds like this. Alright, and what we're going to do is actually do all 3 parts of that pattern on this chord, so it sounds like this. Alright, and then next is a 3/5 power chord, which is just going to be your index finger on the 3rd fret of the 5th string. Alright, your ring finger is going to be on the 5th fret of the 4th string, and your pinky is going to be on the 5th fret of the 3rd string, so it sounds like this. Alright, and we're going to go ahead and finish off doing the same thing as the last one, which is just do all 3 parts of that pattern on this chord. Alright, so it sounds like this. So altogether the chorus sounds like this. Alright, we're just going to go ahead and do that twice. Alright, so after that we're just going to go into the pre-verse, and it sounds like this. Alright, we're just going to be doing that twice instead of the 4 times that we did the first time. And then we're going to go into the verse after that. Alright, now we're going to go into that pre-chorus. Alright, then go back into that chorus. Alright, so now we're going to go into the bridge, and it's really just 2 chords that we're playing. It's just going to be open on the bottom 3 strings. Alright, and then an 8/10 power chord, which is just your index finger on the 8th fret of the 5th string, your ring finger on the 10th fret of the 4th string, and your pinky on the 10th fret of the 3rd string. So it sounds like this. Alright, so open and 8/10. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and actually do the bridge here. So first one is just going to be open, 8/10. Go back to the open, then the 8/10. Alright, then what we're doing is muting the bottom 3 strings and just playing that 4 times. Down, up, down, up. Alright. Alright, then we're going to go back and do the open, then 8/10. then open, then 8-10, then open 8-10 really fast. Alright, so it sounds like this. Alright, so all together. Alright, so we're going to do that twice. Alright, so then after that we're going to go back and do the open, 8-10, open, 8-10, then mute it and play it 4 times. Alright, then after that we're going to do open, 8-10, open, 8-10, then we're going to do the open on the bottom 3 strings and do that 3 times. Alright, so it sounds like this. Alright, so the part after that is just going to be open, 8-10, open, 8-10. Alright, then mute the bottom 3 strings, play that 4 times. Alright, then just do open, then 8-10, then open, then 8-10. Alright, so. That's it. So altogether the bridge sounds like this. Alright, and then we're going to go into the same thing that we did for the intro, where it sounds like this. Alright, we're doing that twice, and then we're going to go into the chorus. Alright, we do that twice, and then we go into the same thing that we did for the pre-verse. Alright, we do that 4 times, and then we're done. Alright, so that does it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the lesson. If you had any trouble learning the song, just post it down in the comments below, and I'll try to help you out. Otherwise, just leave any requests for any songs you'd like to learn down in the comments below.